Now friends, welcome to the channel. This is just going to be not a very long stream, maybe an hour, hour and a half. See how we go. This is Eternal Tombs. This is the first test that I've managed to play for quite some time. And I thought I would stream it. So you can have a look and see how things are. I'll cover a few things first. I mean, most of the, like any kind of real issues I've had have mostly been down to it's mostly been UI stuff, which I'm assuming will be fixed at some point. There's currently no UI scaling, and I play in 4K, so the text is really small, which has been a little bit of an issue. Like particularly on the quest screen, where the quests are do have voiceovers, but I like to try and read ahead just to get on with the quest. But yeah. It's been really small, the text generally, but also like from a menu point of view as well. But I'm sure that'll be kind of scaled up at some point, so it won't be too much of an issue. But everything else has been good, you know, from a gameplay point of view. I've enjoyed it. Visually, I like it, and I'm sure a lot of people will look at it and go, "Oh, they're all Unity assets or whatever." I mean, I don't know, but personally, I like the style. The style is kind of like a whimsical fairy tale fantasy, I would say, for the most part, particularly when you're in towns and stuff. It's got a bit of a, I don't know, I guess I got a bit of a Harry Potter vibe going on. So the visual style I've really enjoyed, and like the design of the zones as well. It's pretty cool. Yeah, lots of nice effects. All good. From a combat point of view, I'm not sure. It's kind of like tab targeting, and then you, like for this particular class, I'm using the mushroom dude. I can't remember what he's called. Chloromancer. You know, I kind of lay down some plants and some mushrooms and then whack things essentially. That's how it's been for me. It is like more of an arcade-like action RPG, I guess. The only thing I'm not sure about so far, but I'm only like kind of like coming up to level 9 really, is like you can block and roll, but I don't really see any use for that at the moment. It's not as though the mobs kind of like have a big tell, particularly. So I normally just chuck stuff down and spam my light attack basically. Maybe at some point in the future when you get boss mobs and stuff, like maybe I guess the rolling, you know, and the blocking will become more of a will come more into the game. The thing I'm slightly concerned about is the left clicking. Is the left clicking for yeah, I'll do that in a sec. Is the left clicking for attacking basically. You just have to spam your left mouse button, and I'm a bit worried about the the life of my left mouse button. I'm not sure. Like I think in an MMO, I don't think it feels particularly good. It's not like you kind of move into any combo particularly or whatever. Maybe that's something again that happens later on in the game, but it's not really a thing. So you're just spamming left button, and I'm not sure if I enjoy that too much really. Yeah, there is like a heavy attack as well, but I'm not a big fan of spamming the button. The other thing as well is that it's kind of got that thing again that I've said in other indie MMOs, where you got a situation where it's kind of trying to combine a few different mechanics from MMOs into its combat, and I'm not sure. It's like tab targeting. You use skills a bit like, I guess, EverQuest or Classic or whatever, but then you're kind of spamming the left mouse button to, oh, that's not good. Let's run away. To attack, etc. And you got a block and a dodge that I haven't really found much use for yet, particularly, to be honest with you. It doesn't seem any value blocking. You know, you're better off just hitting it for damage and DPSing it down, essentially. The plant, well, my guy's a chloromancer, so he basically puts plants and mushrooms on the floor, which have like beneficial effects, essentially. The two that I use are a dot. I think there's a healing one and a mana regenerating one, but I haven't got to those yet. The other thing as well that I've had, I don't know if it's a bug. Well, I mean, I can barely kill them when I'm full, so that would be Yeah, pretty stupid thing to do. Yeah, so and you probably can't see this because there's no UI scaling, but mobs drop blood that you use to unlock new skills, essentially. The blood drop seems to be random, and I've reached a point where I'm hardly getting any blood, and I'm not quite sure why that's happened. I'm not sure if it's a bug or whatever it may be, or if you only get a certain amount per hour or whatever. Not at the moment. There are some hills further down these trees. The other issue I've had as well is so like this. I put points into this spell without really looking at it, and it's got a focus requirement of 275. It's a level 5 skill. At level almost level 9, my maximum focus is 125. So I don't know if that's a bug or not, because I don't know why you would get a skill at level 5 that requires more than twice the amount of my max focus. You got this thing called Blood Mastery where you can convert vials into gems, and you can use the gems to increase stats. So wisdom increases my focus, but I'm never going to get anywhere near 275 just because I don't have enough vials to convert to gems to increase my focus. Even if I used a load of vials to get a gem, Wisdom 2 is not going to more than double my focus. So I guess that kind of feels like it might be a bug, like a level 5 ability that requires 275 focus, when the next one down requires 50. So I'm assuming that's a bug. But yeah, the monsters drop this blood which you use to unlock skills that go down in a type of tree. But then you've also got Blood Mastery that increases your stats as well. So yeah, it's I'm really enjoying it, essentially mostly for the atmosphere. I'm not enjoying spamming my left button to do damage, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so these are just 2 dot spells basically. I kind of feel that as a class that's maybe supposed to be a healer, maybe healing needs to come a bit earlier. I've just made level 9. I've got a quest to turn in, so we'll probably go and do that. Yeah, I think this is my first healing tree, not till level 15. And I've kind of looked and I can't see any other healing spell earlier than that, unless I'm missing something that's obvious. I also think currently for this particular class, there are a lot of spells that are just the same. Like there are a number of different skill trees that are just putting a plant down and doing dot damage. I kind of feel that maybe like each line in the tree could be a bit more could be differentiated a bit more in some way. I'm not sure. I think you've got different types of damage, but it is kind of just putting plants down and mushrooms, which I quite like. That's kind of why I picked it to play. But like when you've got like 3 different plant lines and they're all doing dots, yeah, not sure about that. You've got all the gathering and crafting and whatnot as well that you normally get. It does follow the template of just random nodes spread around in the zone. I think the things that make it stand out from other MMOs at the moment, I guess, like Monster Memories, Asheron's Call, and whatever it may be. Well, Asheron's Call, Project Gorgon's just come out and doing really well, I guess, or was. Is the combat? I guess the more arcade action style combat, but I probably feel that maybe I'm not at that point at the moment where that's coming into its own. It's literally just like spamming stuff. You've got these massive stag beetles here. They're level 7. They seem to be a bit more my kind of thing at the moment. I'm sure I came past here yesterday, but obviously not. There's a couple of... are they like trolls? Caught in the Sun. Oh, is this a reference to Lord of the Rings? Or The Hobbit, I should say. It might be, mightn't it? Yeah. There might be a Hobbit reference. Cool. I like that. I don't have enough focus. The other thing I'm not sure about as well is that it's also kind of got... So you've got like a more actiony orientated combat, etc. But it's got quite a high level of downtime, like waiting for your health and focus to regenerate. You can make food. I have made some food. And one of the meals you can make does restore your health. So maybe there's a focus restoring one as well. But I'm not sure. I don't have that recipe, so at the moment I just got much waiting around for my focus. And it's not like EverQuest where there's like a meditate mode where you can sit down to regenerate your focus quicker. At the moment I'm kind of just standing there really. I think it's going to be an interesting class. So once I get some healing and stuff, I think it just comes a bit too late at the moment in the skill tree. Right, I'm going to turn this. You got questing as well. Run around doing quests for people, all the usual stuff you'd expect. I'll go and turn this quest in. It's a nice looking game. It performs well. I like the draw distance. The zones are kind of zones, you know, so they're essentially like walled in, and you go through an entrance into the next zone. I think this morning they opened up some new zones that were closed. This is the last day of testing, so if you want to test it, you'll need to try it today. It's on Steam. I think it's just in Eternal Tombs testing or Eternal Tombs beta or whatever it may be. The other thing that's quite slow is movement. There are mounts, but I'm finding the movement maddeningly slow at the moment. There's no kind of sprint or whatever. It's funny. The combat to me just feels like a weird amalgamation of a few different games, but it's missing some stuff that other games like this have maybe got, like a sprint key, for example, with stamina. What did we find there? You get little random elemental cloud choke. What the hell is that? Is that a spell? Enchant a weapon. Oh yeah, you can enchant weapons, but you can put runes on weapons for different effects and stuff and all that kind of thing. We're still like in an early phase. At the moment, I'm not quite sure what the USP is. There's a slight little sprinkling of magic that it's kind of missing, and I think that maybe that's just because it's in testing. It's interesting. Out of the MMOs that I've currently played, it's got some of the... I just from the style of it, I find it quite interesting.
Thank you, good sir. Please don't be a stranger. We appreciate your kind giving us protection up here.
I think the voice acting is probably the devs at the moment. Like very American-y kind of. Which, yeah. So I've done a few quests in here. So I think one of the things behind the story is I think about magic, where I think people have got internal magic, but you can't use it because it corrupts you. And I think there are these mutated people around the area that have been mutated by magic. So you can use magic, but you need to focus it from a different source other than internally. I kind of hope that there will be a way I kind of hope there might be a thing where you can use internal magic, so you can get purposely corrupted or something, and you turn into a different class or whatever. That might be quite cool. I've got some quests to do. I had... So you get these random events that happen as well. Oh, just heard something. Oh, it was just a bore. You get these random events that happen which are quite cool. There was one yesterday where there were meteors falling out of the sky. It was pretty good. I think the main baddie is some big dragon called Dragnarox, and he chucks these events down. I think you've probably got to know where the events are to find them, though. So there's an event going on. That's why it's all gone all misty and whatever it may be. Hang on a sec. I was trying to order myself a coffee, but oh, but my coffee shop wasn't open. Oh, it is now. I'm just going to quickly order myself a coffee. I'm home alone today. The wife has gone out, so well, she went out last night, I should say. So I'm going to treat myself to a flat white and a chocolate tiffin. Because why the hell not? It's weird. I use Just Eat. I guess it's even in America. I guess it's like DoorDash, or do you have? Maybe you have Just Eat in America. I don't know. And sometimes my Costa coffee place I order from, I've got like they have like a minimum charge, which is about a quarter of the cost of the actual order that I make, which is ridiculous. And then you've got the delivery charge and all that kind of stuff on top as well. Yeah. Oh, this might be an undead bloodsucker. Oh, it's level 5. Oh, this might be one of the... So I think in... Ooh, Mask of Welding. Nice. So I think in some of the events... like mobs kind of maybe track you down or go to where you are. That might be a... Oops. No, don't do that. That might be a thing. Yeah, there's a big mushroom theme in the game, which I quite like. These giant mushrooms everywhere. Oh, there's another one. At the moment, there's just a focus bar, and focus seems to be related to everything you do essentially. So, sprinting, dodging, and also the spells that you cast as well. This is a little goblin camp. Goblin's not very difficult. I haven't even got any enough focus. So we put out a smaller plant. Oh, nice. The other thing I noticed as well is maybe it's something that's what am I currently wearing in that slot. Nothing. Nice. Got some new equipment. I've had a couple of bugs. So like if I click out of the screen onto my other monitor and then come back again, if I hit escape, it doesn't come out of the menu system. So I have to click on a menu and then hit escape. I guess that's probably a little bug. A few other bits and pieces as well, but nothing really drastic. As I said before, it's performing really well as well. So. It's a nice ambient sound effects as well, which I like. This little dude.
Seek what you need beyond these hills, traveler.
Okay, I'm not quite sure where I'm going now. Oh, it's gone. I was going to try and go to a different. So I've got a main quest to follow up with, but I think I needed to go to a zone that was locked. But I think it's been unlocked now, so we'll go and. I feel that like that particular like event, I feel they could have done. There needs to be a lot more done with that. I think probably like it'd be quite good if those zombies spawned and maybe they were attacking a point. There were loads of them, and you had to go and defend it or something. That would probably be a bit more interesting, as opposed to them kind of just like two of them just kind of running towards you, trying to find you. That would probably be pretty cool. Some of the creature designs really cool. I guess again, I'm sure someone will say, "Oh, it's their assets or whatever." I don't know. Just. Yeah, like it would be cool if those zombies spawned somewhere en masse and they were attacking a point and you had to go and defend the point or something. That would be cool. Or maybe you got a reward for it. Like I don't think I got a reward for that really. But then I only killed a couple of dudes. So, you know. There's also some issues with so like there are really quite small inclines that you can't get up at the moment, which can be a bit frustrating. And you've also got like really like low fences. I also came across a couple of just rocks on the ground that were too high for me to jump over. So that was a bit annoying. But as I said, I'm sure all these things, I'm sure this is all stuff that will happen. And I also don't think a lot of the quests are really set up. Like I had this like in one of the very early tests that I did, it was a problem. So there was a quest where I had to go and pick up frog's poo, and there were only two of us doing the quest, and the poo, there wasn't enough poo, and it wasn't respawning quick enough. So if there were more people doing the quest, like on release for example, then that would be a real pain in the arse. Or like there was one where you got to kill goblins to get goblin eyes, and the goblin eyes are not 100% drop. But the problem was that if you've got a lot of people doing that, you're just gonna. I guess you can just ignore the quests, but you're going to be sitting around a lot, just not doing the quests essentially, because there wasn't enough available. I think that's the problem in these in an MMO where you've got quests where you've got to go and get a certain amount of things, and those things are limited. I think it can mean a lot of standing around. I've seen quite a lot of green blood just lying around. It would be cool if you could pick it up, but I'm assuming it's just people leaving it behind who are not aware of its functionality at the moment. I've seen some funny things. Well, I think I saw this when I tested before, but there's like I think it's like troll pops where you can buy these troll lollipops, and you've got like there's a on the stand there's like a troll hanging upside down over a pot. And he's moving around and stuff. Oh, it was quite dark, but quite funny at the same time. Yeah, this is what I mean about the style that I like. It's a bit like a folk tale, like English European folk tale type styling, which I quite like. I've got 2 food recipes at the moment. I think kebab just gives you a heal. Eye pie, I think, is like a stat boost. Yeah, I like their mushrooms. There's loads of different coloured mushrooms here. It'd be interesting to see what other people have played it, what they make of the combat, like the kind of like a combining of, I guess, some stuff from an action-y combat MMO and with some maybe a little bit more kind of classic EverQuest-y kind of things. I'm always not quite sure about that amalgamation, whether it really works or not. Like if the blocking and dodging is how key of a part is it going to be in generally just fighting mobs? I'm not sure. Like just fighting like normal mobs, I'm better off just hitting them rather than blocking. Like I've tested it, and it just doesn't really seem economical to do it. I've come across some named mobs as well. A couple of goblins. There is a goblin camp somewhere. I can't remember where it is. Looks like they're cooking a massive egg over. Is it an egg? Something. I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I do like the art style. Borgrim's highest quality cream froths.
Step right up,
I don't follow
fine
the
wares
trend.
for finer
I'm
folk.
sure I'll see you again.
I was talking about the blood earlier, and I guess I mean I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 skills unlocked. I've got a vial that I haven't used yet, which I'll save for a level 10 skill when I get there. So it's not like I'm not getting blood to unlock skills with. The problem is that you also need the blood. There's a little tomb down here which I was too low level for before, but we'll go and check it out. But I think the problem is that you also use the blood for orbs to increase your stats as well. So okay, well I couldn't kill that zombie before. Oh, where's it gone? But we can now. So this is the funny thing though, where I find that there's a confliction of action style RPG MMO, but like kind of with this like kind of waiting around for my health and stuff to regenerate before I can fight again. And as I said, that's probably just me. Like there is food that you can make. So I guess you just need to have stacks of food with you so you can regen your health and kind of go again straight away, I guess. Eternal Tombs. It's on Steam as a test. And I think it's the last day today for testing. I think it's free. You've got to create an account. It's been kind of in development for a while. I think it's coming out in 2027. It's had a release date. Yeah, it's weird that there's no other form of like I can't sit down to increase my regen rate or something. I'm just standing around waiting. But as I said, that might be me because maybe I just need the food. Essentially, I don't really want to start another class, seeing as there's only 1 day left. But I'm kind of thinking that I might have enjoyed. There's a class called the Bone Stitcher, I think it's called, and I wonder if I might have enjoyed that more. Really. I do like the druidy shamany kind of. I guess it's just a different game, right? Like at the moment, I'm now standing here thinking, right, okay, I've got to wait until my my energy comes back. Whereas in other games, I might be sitting down to increase the regeneration rate, or as I said, it's probably me. Like maybe I needed to farm a load of food and stuff, but the food requirement for stuff you need is not like even at this level it's not simple. Like you need to go out and farm a lot of meat and stuff to make food, but that's probably maybe what I should have done. The other thing with this class as well is that from a visual aspect of what's going on the screen, the plants just get in the way. So unless you of your vision, so unless you move out the way, which I guess I could do. Oh, that was bad. It's a bad idea. We might die. Yeah. Yeah. There was a little dude there that I couldn't see in the shadows. He got me. I wonder if there's any sort of torch slot, or whatever it may be. So I think I've respawned in the zone where that, where that dungeon is. So maybe we'll go and, yeah, that's the blood that drops randomly when you kill something. If you like running around gathering in your MMOs, I think this game's got you covered. And I've gathered a lot of stuff, so I probably need to look into crafting if there's any at the moment, and maybe I can make some armour or something, or a better weapon or whatever it may be. I've got a nice spear. It's funny because like, they gave me a spear at the start of the game. They've changed it. Let's see what that does. So this wand that I had at the start of the game, it had a level 10 requirement, so I couldn't. Oh, it's a zapper. Okay, so that must have been a bug. So I couldn't equip it yesterday because it was level 10, but obviously they've done a patch and changed it. So I'm assuming I can use the wand in melee range as well, because that's generally, mobs generally get up in your face pretty much. There's a big selection of different mobs as well. You got these like fish dudes, I guess you would say. Oops. You do get, I've had quite a few loot drops as well, so the mobs are pretty generous in their dropping of loot. I'm now thinking to myself, where was that? I think it was over here. Where was that dungeon? Because I kind of want to go back in there. Oh, pulling mobs all over the shop. What the hell are you dudes doing? Do. Oh, so this was the main. This is the main town that we were in just now, wasn't it? So let's head this way. There is another upgrade path as well, which I should probably. Yeah, so you get weapon experience points that you can put into shiz. So I'll do that. I guess put it into wands. I'm guessing it probably increases the damage. There's a lot of systems in the game that I haven't looked at yet. You know, it's one of those games where there seems to be a lot of systems, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to update, upgrade, whatever it may be, increase, you know. The usual stuff. Where was that poxy dungeon area that just came from? My old man's sense of direction is not what it used to be. Oh, that might be my coffee. Hang on a sec. Apologies for that. Wasn't very professional, but then I'm not a professional streamer, so there you go. Right. This guy's got a quest. You get a little shiny thing there when they've got a quest. I kind of feel that I've probably missed the dungeon area. Anyway, I'll move to my quest location, see if I can actually get through this time. Because I think the quest location yesterday, it was in an area that I couldn't get into. So maybe I can go and look at a new area. Or maybe not. If you do play the test, one thing I recommend is not to jump down any little ditches. There is an unstuck option, but the jumping does not get you out of anywhere, essentially. And my guy is obviously so physically weak that he can't get over fairly low inclines. So there's a goblin camp here, and I kind of feel there should be a zone line as well. But any goblins I can aggro, shall I? Just one. Yeah, it looks like well, that's where I got stuck yesterday. I couldn't get out of. My quest marker is, I'm looking over, is this way, but I don't know. Maybe you approach it from a different side. I'm not sure. Anyway, we can't get through there. Okay, so maybe this is the way, but it's blocked off. I thought they'd unlocked this zone, but obviously not. Okay, that's... As you can see, it takes quite a while to get anywhere. The jogging kind of feels a bit ponderous, I say. And my guy also has one of the other things as well, that some other UI stuff that I'm not sure about, is like if I want to go into my inventory, you kind of have to go to the menu screen. Whereas in an MMO or an RPG, I prefer to be able to open my inventory here in this screen, rather than having to go to a different menu. So have my inventory open like while I'm fighting and that kind of thing. There's like a slaughtered cow here, and I'm guessing it's probably maybe part of a quest or something. I've seen a lot of people playing the mushroom class, Chloromancer. I was expecting to see a lot of bone stitchers, but I'm not sure if people chose it because they thought it was going to be a healer, which it kind of is, but not early on. Just putting all the mobs from around me with my plants. Let's get out of here. So what other quests have we got? There's 2 main quests you can take. I keep getting stunned now. That's weird. I wasn't getting stunned at all yesterday. I'm not sure if that's something that they've added in. Let's see if we can zone through and head back and try to do the other main quest. See if that zone is open. You know, I see a different zone. I think looks like they're steaming dung there. There is a soundtrack as well. I've just got it turned off at the moment.
The Newman tin will find you if you serve the Triune.
Yeah, so I think the story is that we serve the Triune,
Unless this is an official inquiry, please move along.
who I think
Chit-chat.
are opposing opposing Dragnaroks. I think there is a this guy selling your basic your what is he, a Griffin? I think he probably is, isn't he?
Hey, how's it going then?
You get mounts as well. Apparently they're like
Glad I could
quite a
be
big
of
selection of
service to
mounts,
you.
I think.
On your way then.
Or there will be. That's weird. Maybe it's over there. Yeah, this is the troll pops. When you got the troll guy. Not sure if he's about to be lowered in to make a troll pop.
Opens many doors.
Quite possibly. Well, the troll pops are translucent. Well, I guess they would be. I guess, but he's not. Yeah, dark and funny at the same time. Troll pops. At the moment, like playing it, I played it most of the day yesterday. It feels like a game with a lot of ideas and a good style, but they're not quite coming together at the moment. And I guess maybe that's obvious because it's still in early testing. But I haven't got the catch yet. I'm not sure what that little spark is that. Like, I like the idea of these random events that happen, but that zombie one was a bit disappointing. I think that sort of thing needs to be like an en masse of, like a zombie mass attacking or whatever, you know. And maybe though, the surprising thing I've found is it feels really quiet. So maybe it's kind of scaled to how many players are currently playing. But like if those zombies attack this fort, for example, it's like a point you've got to protect or something. That'd be. Maybe if it's quite loud. Maybe if you don't protect it, it gets taken over. Then you have to win it back and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you know, I'm just coming up with all these ideas that are probably really difficult to implement.
If you are
Because
hiding in the
I don't know,
friends,
you know.
the flares.
I'm just an ideas guy, not a. I don't know how to implement them. I think there was a zoning over here that I tried to do this quest yesterday, but I couldn't get through. But so I'm hoping that it's one of the zones that they've opened up, so we can see something new. Yeah, there's a real like fairy tale Brothers Grimm feeling to a lot of the stuff, a lot of the design. Like I love the buildings. Dershire, this place is called,
I don't follow the train.
or Direshire maybe. Oh, there's a little inn. Let's say, is it a little inn? No, it looks like maybe it's an alchemist shop or something, which I can't get into. Market. Oh, okay. So this is, oh, yes. This is the marketplace where you can post stuff up for sale and stuff, I think. And you can buy stuff from as well. Not quite sure what the tree is. Yeah, I like the style. I like the design of the architecture and whatnot. It's really cool. Yeah, so hopefully this section's open. I'm sure there was a message that said it had opened some new zones for today. This is on Steam, by the way, as Eternal Tombs beta test or whatever. You can just download it and play it, I think. Yeah, it's open. Yeah, there was a fence here yesterday, so I'm about to see a new zone for me anyway. Hopefully, it's working. I think that's supposed to be Dragnarok's, I guess. Ooh. So, an observation, and it's funny because a few of you said it as well, and you also kind of stated that you're not really keen on the environments. Is that I'm not sure if it's just because it's easier at the moment to produce it. I'm not sure, but when I was playing the Monsters and Memories test earlier on this week, people mentioned about the obsession with desert zones and how they don't really like them. And yeah, that does seem to be a thing actually. Her lady's got a quest here.
Please, have you seen
Yeah, I can
anyone
hardly
else
read
pass
that
by?
text.
My brother, Elrohir, has been captured.
Elrohir, another Tolkien
and locked
reference.
away in a cursed cave. Elrohir stumbles upon ancient magic sometimes. He found a hidden inscription, a map leading to a powerful artifact, the Vineland Grave. They don't know this, but I have the map. It leads to the cave, but the entrance is hidden by powerful illusions.
Okay.
I can't find it on my own. I've discovered that it's somewhere underwater. The map mentions a specific
An underwater
orb for the
dungeon, eh?
building, but I
Okay.
can't decipher
Yeah,
it.
Elrohir, he's one of the sons of Elrond.
Save Elrohir.
You'd only know that if you read the books, I guess. And you weren't just some plastic film watcher. Oh, I've seen the films. Yeah, great. So what level are these mobs? Level 10. Okay. So where is the... So this is
Stand
okay.
quietly by my side here. Don't draw any attention to us. We don't have many friends in this area. The Basal Temple is nearby, and the oasis is teeming with enemies and spies. You'd be very wise to trust no one in these lands and to keep to the shadows as often as possible. We have many things to get done here, but we certainly must be discreet as we can about it. Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Calder Westmore. Obviously,
Okay, I won't go for all this, but he wants us to go somewhere, basically.
mentioned he was sending over a new convert. I'm Not gonna lie to you. I think it's possible you're a WOM spy, but I guess I've taken too many risks over
I
the
thank you
years
for your
anyway.
company, but
And I'm bound to be
must return to my trade.
Okay, we'll explore the. Let's explore this new zone
Hopefully you're not
that we haven't seen yet.
Hey, how's it going then?
I'll make you aware of something.
There's a nice wind sound, nice environmental thing going on, which I like. I like the draw distance. I think I said it's really good. I love just seeing locations in the distance, and you know, oh look at that giant stone head. I think for a desert zone, it's quite interesting. I guess it's like saying that though. When I've been playing P99 recently, there's hardly anyone there. But I guess there's an assumption that the Oasis of Mar and those zones are quite. And deserts of Desert of Roe and stuff quite popular, which they are. You know, there's some quite good hunting grounds there. Oh, okay. Dude standing around with hoods on. I guess these are bad dudes. I don't know if I can kill these guys because they're they're level. Oh damn! Just keep running. I think the lizard's level 10, so I probably could kill it, but. Oh, didn't see that one to the side. Two of them. I'm not sure if it's intentional, but at the moment these mobs don't seem to be able to hit me. It was like it was quicker than me, so it ran up to me and stopped. And I guess it stopped to attack, but then I'd run out of attack range. Maybe, I'm not sure. Oh, look at that big. Well, not pyramids, are they? I wouldn't even say it was Egyptian, particularly looking. Apart from the sandstone, I guess. But oh, there's a little lake there. Oh, I like this. This is a really nice looking zone, actually. There is a pyramid there. The game's got DLSS already as well, which is quite nice. I don't have it on because it's running well enough to kind of not require it really. But so these sand lizards level 10. I could probably kill one, but you know, I think I'm just going to spend the rest of the stream exploring so we can just look at some different things. Huge zone as well, huge. My guy just feels like he's on a casual little jog out to the wherever it is that he's going. Are they mobs? Oh, they are. An ancient guardian, level 45. Holy smokes! That's a nice location. That is really nice. Obviously too high for us, but yeah. Hope there's a nice big tombey dungeon down there. That'd be cool. Oh my word. It's like the Sarlacc pit. Well, it is a pit. Yep, looks like it'll be a place, but not today. So I think that might be a death for going there. This is a gorgeous zone, even though it is a desert again. It's huge. Looks like there's hieroglyphs on the wall over there, maybe. Is that a collectible? Let's check it out. Yep. I'm not sure it's going to change, but you know what I... Oh, okay. That's weird. So it allowed me to go through the foraging animation, and then it told me that I didn't have enough skill. I would change that, personally. Because it just feels like a waste of however long that took. I was about to say I like the way you can forage anything regardless of level, but that's obviously not the case. This is a lovely zone. This is gorgeous. There's like a load of bones sticking up over there. So I wonder if that's the ubiquitous dragon skeleton that's rotted away. What's hopefully swimming works. Oh man. I don't know how to swim up. Doesn't matter. Oh shit. Where did he come from? Wow. I can't target him. I don't know if he's a mob or not. I'm pretty sure I'll die if I get too close and he is a mob. I can't target him. Maybe he's an NPC. Don't know. We are running around him. Oh shit, there's another one. The fact... Oh man. The fact there's more than one, I guess, would kind of lead us to believe that maybe they're mobs. I don't want to die particularly, so I just wanted to get up to the. I didn't see a bind. I should have. There are bind points, or there is a bind point in this starter zone. I don't want to die and have to run here again because it just takes so long. Yeah, we'll go around. There's plenty of other things to see. Okay, so maybe pointing up. Maybe pointing up. Kind of. You kind of swim at the top. So we're going to look at the bones, then we'll chuck a left and go and look at the structure in the centre there. Yeah, there was two of those, so they must be mobs, I reckon. But they don't look like, you know. Hey mate, how you doing? Morning to you. Oh, my coffee's gone, which is, I'm not sure what they put in it, but I'm horribly addicted to Costa coffee, the flat white. Problem is that Costa in the UK anyway has got one of the highest caffeine contents. It's like, oh no, that's a shame. Oh, okay, maybe it's not a patch. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I really like the visual style. It's really nice, actually. I like the choice they've gone with. Like, there are some areas that are kind of a bit like Brothers Grimm fairy tale-ish kind of looking. Whereas this is the first new zone that I've come to, and it's a massive desert. Oh, okay. I wonder if there's a patch. I guess there might be. Doesn't look like it. It's just called Eternal Tombs playtest, by the way. Let's try it again. It's actually been pretty good. Yeah, the server has come down a bit, but they get patches out but they get the patch out quick, and it comes up again really quickly. So you can play it today, I think, mate. Is the last day. So yeah, it's just on Steam. Just called. Huh? Yeah, a caps lock on. It looks like the server's up, so hopefully we can get back in again. Yeah, it's open. I think you have to just download it from Steam, create an account, and that's it, I think. Oh, that's cool. We're back in. Oh, at the start of the zone. All right, we'll go the other way. Let's just see if there's a bind point over here. I wouldn't worry about it too much, generally, because I'm streaming. Like, I don't want to die and then I'm back in the newbie zone. That would just be pretty boring. It doesn't look like there's a bind spot here though. So no, there's not.
Hey, how's it going then?
So I can see a structure over that way. It looks like an aqueduct. The aqueduct. So let's go that way. The mobs are weird. They seem to have this weird pathing. Like sometimes they look like they're going one way, but then suddenly they'll just turn and sprint another way. It's quite unpredictable. I think we can get around this way though. Some standing stones over there. Let's go and have a look at that. Lots of points of interest in this zone. It's really cool. It'd be cool if they've all got some context to them. There's some, there's a mobs there, or there's a little story there, or some environmental storytelling, or whatever. That'd be cool. That is one hell of a leech. You wouldn't want that attached to your leg. That's very show. It could be gravestones, actually. Just some more lizards, though. Yeah, look like gravestones, maybe. Oh, a little oasis. Ooh. What is that? Is that a gatherable? Might be a gatherable there. Or it might be a mob. I don't know. That was a gatherable. We might be a high enough level. Oh, we did. We got some smoking silk leaf. Wow. This is an impressive zone, and with the points of interest as well. I think this is what you want from a zone this size. Lots of things to see, go towards. Hopefully they'll all be populated with something, whether it's quests or dungeons or whatever it may be. Yeah, I mean this is just not just a desert. I like the fact that there are a lot of points of interest to go towards. There's always something to draw you towards, which is I think it's important in a zone. I like the fact that it's just mobs. Okay, mob camp. Let's avoid that for now. I like the fact that it's reasonably flat as well. Like generally most deserts are. So you've got stuff to draw your line towards. It's not too vertical, so you can't see beyond a certain point. I think it's always important in an RPG to have a point to work towards that you can. Most of the points of interest seem to be populated with just these bandit dudes at the moment, which is fine. I wonder if there's a thing where it'd be quite cool if I said there doesn't need to be a day-night cycle at the moment, which I'm sure will be included. It'd be quite cool if night, or maybe just some of these ruins have undead around them, that kind of thing, you know. If that's the ocean in distance there, could be. Oh, it is. Yeah, there's a beach. Nice. Are there alligators or crocodiles on the beach? That's oh, well, there are. Yes, that's what these dudes are by the looks of it. So there might be a ship or a boat over there. A seawater gator, level 12. Okay. Okay, so there is what looks like a dude here. He might be more of a quest dude than a fighting dude. Oh yeah, he's got a quest. Little dock there. Oh, nice one, nice little camp. Surrounded by alligators, but
Hello there, fellow traveller.
oh, he's the main quest dude. Okay. Oh, is this Elra here?
Set, yay. I'm glad he made it here. I guess there's no harm in telling you anything. What can you do with it? Awen, the temple itself is built by and for the Saw. It's sealed with a dark magic. And we have some ideas on how to get in, but we're not certain. We think that the Canceli Tanadai has some very evil.
So we've got to take it back. That was funny. That was like someone who was American trying to do like a West Country accent, like a Sam Gamgee, whose accent in general I don't think was that good as an Englishman who spent quite a lot of time in the West Country. It was all right, but it was a bit exaggerated. It didn't have the right kind of cadence to it or tone, I think. But yeah, it sounded like someone was trying to do a Sam Gamgee there. It was quite funny. Right, so let's I was going to try to stay near the water's edge, but that looks really interesting over there. This is a great zone, gorgeous zone. The only thing kind of judging it on a similar zone to Monsters Memories, the only thing I think is slightly different is Monsters Memories has a lot going on. So if you go to the cliff area in Monster Memories, there's lots going on up here as well, camps and stuff. You can climb up, that kind of thing. Those other lizards couldn't keep up with me, couldn't hit me, so I'm not that worried. But I don't want to die for the stream, you know. I just want to go. We'll go here, then we'll go there. We'll go here, there, and then we'll go to the big place. I'm assuming the big place is what the quest is talking about to get into. This looks like a massive, great big shack type thing on the seafront there. Someone's built. The sort of thing you get like a seaside holiday thing. Except maybe a bit more odd. And maybe that's a ship that's been grounded. Yeah, it does look like a ship that's been grounded. It's interesting designs. It's like that ship looks like a galleon. Could be like a, you know, a galleon straight out of Elizabeth I's time, or I guess any European nation at the time. Yeah. Someone set up a little. It's a little bar or something on the seafront there. It's pretty cool. Again, I like the design. I like the use of colour as well. I like the fact that there's this popping colour that kind of looks a bit garish, but it stands out. I like that. I think that's really cool. Sharkies. There's loads of Lord of the Rings references in this, which is a good thing. To a point. I'd say. You don't want too many. Okay, so is this a... Oh no, it looks like it's an actual... Cool.
Strange
Bargain
boat.
today keeps hunger away.
Creature studies to use eggs. Golden creature eggs. This is... So I can unlock a mount, but I need 10 eggs. And I'm not sure if I... Did I get an egg for visiting this place? I might have done. Weird selection of different... There's like elves, I guess. I didn't check to see if you can choose to be an elf at the start. There's like little... There are goblins and stuff, but I didn't check to see if you can be a goblin. Oh, that's cool, I like that. God knows what this stuff is. I can't... There's a little sunk boat there. Okay, let's go and see what this galleon thing is. Oh, there's a little camp behind it as well. Oh, okay. No, it's not. This is not. It's just a little town. I thought it was going. I thought it might be a camp with mobs, but it doesn't look like it.
Stay exactly where you are. And let
All
me get a
praise
closer look.
Dragonlocks.
There's some quite outlandish creatures in the game. Press B to open up. Oh, this is interesting. So I've got some quests here. Oh, okay. That's good to know. So pressing B gives me a rundown of the zone I'm in and stuff to do. So there's 5 tomes to collect in this zone. Destroy the mana stone. You get rewarded for it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, the only slight thing I've noticed is that when you go into a settlement, each settlement has got this like environmental sound going on, but it seems a lot louder than all the other sounds, which is a bit annoying. And it kind of just cuts in, then cuts out again without any real... Okay, so there's an entrance up here. Now that does look quite Egyptian, the carvings on the... Have a quick look in here, then we'll... I was kind of thinking if I wanted to see how far the coast goes along. I'm trying to explore but play it safe so I don't die and end up back at the newbie zone. There doesn't seem to be... There are binding points, but this class doesn't seem to have a binding skill of its own at the moment. Okay, so there are mobs in here. Little green insecty dudes. I'm going to assume they're higher level than I am. Oh, but there is a... You get these random chest spawns. It's a harvest though, so I don't know if you have to be a... Oh no, okay. So we got some loot, and I got a hard helm. Let's see if we can get around to the other side. There's like some sort of carving or statue on the other side. Oh no. They move fast, those dudes. Ah, it's level 10. A Scythia Hound. I could probably beat it, but... There's no way out up there though, so if we go up there we've got to come back to get out, but not a probs, not a problem. Oop. Okay. There are some different coloured ones. I've noticed that in the game as well. Like they kind of reuse. Oh shit! They reuse the same model, but just change the colour, which I think is all right. Maybe it's just for testing purposes, or maybe it's just a thing, but the mobs don't seem to be able to hit me if I'm running. That's a fine balance, isn't it? Like there's some games I played recently where mobs just like they just auto hit you because that's how it's been programmed, which is annoying. Like you're running along and I'm looking behind. I think Pantheon was one game where I was looking behind and the mob was literally about 10 foot away, but it just kept hitting me. I mean, that could be like a... Sorry, I haven't... Oh, shit. Man. Oh, what was that? Tilgore. This can only be bad, right? Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that's for something at some point. Maybe that's a dungeon entrance. There's no dungeon yet. Maybe we'll go back and try and go to that statue thing at the end. Yeah, there are some games where I don't understand it really, because you get these games that say they're like EverQuest, but there are so many of the design that's just not like EverQuest. Like games that are kind of designed so mobs chasing you, like can run up and hit you, and then they kind of back off, but then they can run up and hit you again, and that's just not, you know, it's unavoidable when you're running away. You're going to get hit. Another little secret chest. Not so secret. We've got some more golds. And a rough dyed ruby. Okay. Yeah, you can't... I'm not sure if that... Again, that's a purposeful thing to stop you jumping over fences to get into zones that are blocked off. But you just can't jump over anything. You can't... He's like me when I'm out. You have to get carried over in any slight incline. You have to get dragged up or carried over. So this is like a big hand. Oh, and it's like the boss of Queen Lux, level 15. Nice. Okay. Well, we won't be beating her, so we will move along. So this is a great zone. I love the design. I love the fact that there's lots of places to go to and explore. I think what you'd probably just want is maybe some different things going on at each place. You know, not just bandits. As things move forward. I guess each place would be cool if there was a little boss or something or whatever, you know, or if there was ways of... It's difficult, isn't it? Like you get spoiled by EverQuest really, but like when I think of zones like this in EverQuest, like there would be loads of different things going on. Like certain things you've got to do to spawn a certain mob for a quest or whatever it may be, or lots of little intricate mechanics going on in the zone, which can be incorporated in, hopefully. My God, he just will not go over anything. That's interesting. Is that a trap? No. Ah, so this is the other side. So this is where that skeleton thing was, which we're not 100% sure what it is, whether it's just dragon bones or something, but we will go and check it out. So I'm gonna stop the stream soon, because I only had a little bit of time this morning. Really, I'd sum up the game like that. This zone is amazing. Like, really great design. And if all the other zones are like this, then that's great. And I really love the visual design as well. As I said before, some people might say that it's assets and stuff, but I don't know. I don't particularly care either, to be honest with you. It's not. It's about the feeling it evokes rather than the fact that, you know. What I like about it, to me personally, it doesn't feel too Unity, whereas some games can really feel generic, and I think that's partly to do with the zone design. I don't know who designed this zone, but it's really cool. Things I'm not sure about, things like combat, but I guess that's because I just know the least about it at the moment, really. You know, you've got like block and roll, but when you're fighting a normal mob, it doesn't really seem to be relevant at the moment. You're better off just killing them as quickly as you can. Maybe it'll be more useful for like bigger mobs, boss mobs, that kind of thing. The combination of action RPG plus some more tab targeting EverQuest elements. Again, I'm not sure about, but I haven't been sure about it in any of the games I've played that have that, to be honest with you. Like having to spam the left mouse button is a bit annoying. And I'd be concerned about my left mouse button on my quite expensive mouse. I wonder if it might be better if you just held the button down for light attack, and then maybe, I don't know, you did shift and left click or something for heavy attack. Just so I just have to keep spamming the button, I think. Or maybe just have like an auto attack. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's not what they're going for, but. Yeah, I'm not sure about it. I think at the moment, like this zone has definitely increased the magic dust element. But I think at the moment, development's still got a ways to go. You know. I think in this game, you know, when it's an indie team with a low budget, it's difficult, but things like like for me, just a personal thing, but for me personally, like the voiceover, and again, it's probably placeholders, but like the voiceovers for, you know, the talking quest parts is slightly off-putting, because I'm sure they're just doing it themselves and they're not voice actors, you know. Yeah, it's this zone particularly does have that magic sprinkling, fairy dust sprinkling. It's really, really cool. Yeah, the UI needs to be able to need some sort of scaling option. I mean, I'm playing in 4K, but it's a PC game, so that's really no excuse. Like when the quest log comes up, I just can't read it. I know I'm an old dude, but my eyes not that bad, but it's just too small. But again, like, you know, I don't think this game is actually actually going into like an early access thing until 2027. So I suppose, I suppose there's loads to be added. But this is an amazing zone, really good. Lots of points of interest. Needs fleshing out. I think there needs to be more going on at those points of interest. But yeah. The only thing I was slightly disappointed in was a couple of the events that have come up. I know that the random event thing was quite a big thing in this game, but they didn't really seem like there was much going on. Like that zombie horde, that zombie spawn one in the previous zone, didn't really feel as though there was anything to it particularly. Yeah, needs a bit more oomph, I think. There don't seem to be any mobs in this this graveyard area here. There's one hell of a vertebra. I guess these are dragon bones, are they? I suppose. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, the design is really cool. I really like it. Just to end it, let's see if we can kind of YOLO our way into this bit over here. I think that's where those level 45 mobs were or whatever. So just for a laugh, we'll end the stream. I think what's difficult is like it's a amazingly designed zone, and it deserves to be populated in a similar fashion. But it's difficult, isn't it? You know. At the moment, it's like, well, you went to the beach, and before I got there, I thought to myself, well, there'll probably be alligators or crocodiles because that's what EverQuest has got, and it felt a little bit generic-y, like that big square thing. I got there, and there was some little spiders. There was a boss one, but it just felt as though the quality of the design of the zone, I think, equally needs quality design of like content as well. But hopefully that will come. Obviously it needs a day-night cycle, but I'm sure that's all stuff that's going to be added. Right, so we might actually get one-shotted here, but I'm hoping I can maybe move past the guys at the front, even just have a little peek inside. I don't know if it's a dungeon or not, but yeah, I would say that for me personally, the weakest point so far is a combat. I'm not quite sure what it's trying to be. Like, I don't want to keep pressing left button to spam attacks. It doesn't feel very MMO-y, really. I mean, New World had like a light and a heavy attack, but generally all the weapons had abilities that you used, so you very rarely did that. We might be able to sneak. Well, I say that, no, we might be able to if I don't get one-shotted, we might be able to get inside. Let's go. Wait! Oh, don't mind me, boys. Oh, there's loads of them. Hey! Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we can't go in. No, we got one-shotted. We couldn't go in, so. There you go. That's it, guys. Eternal Tombs. Like, I love the design. Lots of great potential. But I'm just not sure about the combat implementation. I'm just not sure about all this stuff. It does feel a little bit like it's combining, say, New World with maybe a more classic elements. But I'm not sure. We'll see how it develops. We'll see how it develops. I'm really not sure. I don't like having to keep spamming my left mouse button. That's just not fun over a period of time. So, But anyway, that's it. I mean, the beta's running, well, the test's running for today, the rest of the day, I think. I guess depending on where you are, if you're in the UK, it'll probably run into tomorrow morning, maybe. Time zones, who cares? So, yeah, download it and give it a go. I mean, there's a lot going for it. And there's some interesting classes as well. Like, what I might do is try the Bone Stitcher class. I quite like the looks of. This class has got a gun. That person had a gun, like a rifle. So maybe there's like mechanical weapons as well. Interesting. I definitely think the style of the game is different enough, and in that it would attract people who maybe don't want to play the other games that are currently going around. But I'm interested to see how mechanically things develop. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.